Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title!
Doria!
Shoto!
Oh yeah! My hero! Finally!
Woo! Guys, we are back with another episode of My Hero Academia! This is episode what?
I think it's 114
114. Off to Endeavor's
or
Agency.
or 113.
We're in the 100s now.
Wow.
We're starting the new arc. It looks like our boys, the big three, Shoto, Bakugo, and Deku, are heading off to Endeavor's Agency. What else is happening in this world?
The agency thing is starting up.
Yep, all the kids are going out to their agencies.
We still don't know what's happening with Hawks and his little triple undercover agentness.
And there's something very big happening.
Yeah, Shigaraki, man.
It looks like
Joker.
Shigaraki upgraded a little bit.
Yeah.
Or it's just his minions killing everybody.
Dude, I don't know if you read some of the comments for the last My Hero.
No.
Dude, somebody was saying, it was a couple people actually that we've always brought up who's the fucking traitor. Some people commented that the creator of the show completely forgot about that part.
I don't even doubt
And it wasn't until later on he brought it back.
Yep.
How do you do that?
You just get excited in your work. You
Oh
start
my
writing
God.
you start writing other arcs, and you're like, oh yeah, issue is he wrote that trash arc.
Yeah.
Of the kids, B versus A.
Yeah.
Stop telling me it's good. It wasn't good.
And it wasn't. It really wasn't.
But now we're in the good, exciting stuff because that.
I'm so broken because that is
It's okay. We'll act like there's.
That's
other
actually true?
Yeah. A lot of people commented the traitor arc, the creator
yeah.
forgot about it completely.
Yeah. Well, we're back to it.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be promising because, like, that ending for last episode was, like, the most hype thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, like, everything I've wanted for a while, so let's get to it.
Guys, if you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we drop more My Hero reactions. Comment down below and let us know what you thought about the reaction. And hey, we have a Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel in more ways than just clicking the video, hit the link in the description.
You get Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan 1 week early. Let's get it.
And it's not a market subsidy, guys. Go on whatever anime streaming service you prefer. Watch My Hero over there first, and then come back to YouTube and watch our reaction, alright? We love you guys. Punch it. Bah!
Plus Ultra!
Oh, fuck. Plus Ultra. Bah! Do it again.
Every time.
Plus Ultra. Bah!
Yeah, agreed. Most of the problems could have been avoided, though, if you just given me a heads up.
I rewatched that episode. It's insane.
That's so lit.
Oh, yeah, turn this nonsense up. I'm ready.
No way you can cast me aside. You're reaching out to me like this because you know how much I'm worth to you. It's in your interest to make good use of me.
I wonder what he's thinking. Like, is he not sus of this at all?
Last chance. Knew it. I'll have you show your loyalty, not just to the League of Villains,
Oh,
but the
jeez.
entire anti-establishment cause.
The
Anti-establishment?
Number one hero this time.
Oh, gosh.
Dottie contacted me again. Still not convinced I'm on his side.
He's gonna make him, like, kill someone.
Yeah.
Someone's observing me and
It's
my
really important.
conversations. It'd be smart to send everything in code from now on.
I love how he doesn't have to, like, flap his wings at all.
As soon as I
He
can.
just glides.
He just chills.
That's all.
I was
It's
expecting.
unusual for you to come visit me. How are you?
Hey, he's alive!
Much better, thanks.
Finally.
Why didn't you just ask that ancient nurse at UA to help out with your recovery?
Ancient nurse.
Been taken away, and I lost a lung in that battle.
Oh.
But fortunately, it's possible for humans to live with only one of them.
What about your hero work?
There are many eager for me to be on the streets again.
You don't say.
Dude, what if he... Wait, he goes missing. He goes
Sorry to say
missing.
that.
He goes missing, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. So that... Our stuff, the Christmas episode, hasn't technically happened yet.
Yeah.
Dude,
Because it
it's
also
gonna
said
be the
9 days
It's gonna
in
be the 9
Shigaraki.
days. It's gonna be the 9 days.
Yeah.
And I still can't get a hold of him. Nothing on the hero
Oh,
network
snap.
about the League being spotted either. This change in behavior is unnerving. I don't like it.
Look, the show's getting good again.
Yeah.
Finally.
Finally. New theme song. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Wow, look at that. Full capacity, these three just stuck together.
Woo!
Following Endeavor, too.
Yeah. Off to their agency, man. Oh, Shigaraki got new powers.
Yes.
See that? He definitely has new powers.
New Year's Eve. I thought it might be out of the question for us to go home since we'd moved to the dorms. Thanks to Uraraka and Shinso, it turned out fine, but that dark energy
She's
is
shaking.
scary. You should
Yeah,
have
she's
seen it
probably-
What?
Foam.
Worried mom.
Remember that girl I told you about? Eri, the one we rescued? She wrote me the nicest letter. Isn't that cool? She did it while practicing her spelling and stuff. Honestly, I couldn't help her as much as I'd have liked to. But she did her
The
best.
candy of
writing
hell.
this for me. I think it's incredible.
She's trying.
Yeah.
Aww.
You've been trying to copy All Might. Saying you'd save people even though you weren't that strong. Even if you got hurt. If there's one
I'll never forget that face.
Yeah. There it is.
Or
And that one too.
Of course, they're both crying. I think that's... We made a joke about that once, but that's actually his quirk.
The waterworks.
Yeah, the crying.
Probably.
Mount Fuji. Cement toss.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself.
The greatest hero.
And text as much as you can.
The traitor.
Give
Stop.
Your work study.
I will cry.
So many commenters were like, why the president of the school?
He's sus, man.
And why Aizawa? They was like, he's a hardcore hero.
It would be just as much of a heartbreak if he wasn't.
What's up? I'm back.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd flown off somewhere.
Oh, Crimson Chin.
Yeah, sorry.
You can't keep coming and going as you like. You should get permission for
Is that
whatever
also
you do.
Chris Sabat?
I was just gonna say I know that
Don't
voice.
forget,
It
I
sounds
already
like
hear
it's the guy who
us.
plays All
Damn it.
Might.
Sir, alright. Are you sure about that?
Yeah?
It's my first time hearing such a thing. Then you must also be in a position to obtain classified information from influential heroes. Hawks provides the...
Who is this?
Thanks to the countless
Don't know.
micro devices installed in his wings, we'll expose everything about the heroes. A grunt like
Oh.
you can offer us a piece
So this
of
is
the
a
hero
villain.
that
Yeah.
request, but
This
it's
is the
not
dude who's just hanging out with Bakugo and Shoto.
He's a valued asset.
So that's the one that's been spying on him.
Welcome to the Endeavor Agency. I can't believe I have to train you. I gave my permission reluctantly as a favor to Shoto, but I wish he'd come on his own.
Oh, he doesn't want the other two.
Shoto!
I've been thinking since supplementary lessons. You're a jerk.
Son, are you really friends with this delinquent?
Top hero works. I don't really care.
I told you to choose your allies wisely.
We appreciate you allowing us to do our work studies with you, sir.
Does he know?
The new hero, Endeavor.
No.
Currently the
Is he
top
gonna
pro.
find out?
His intensity
I
and
doubt it.
intimidation make him
Shoto
stand
doesn't
out.
know either, so...
My strongest impression of him is from the sports fest.
I feel like he might be a little dangerous if Endeavor knows that.
But something about him's changed.
He's not on fire.
Sure.
Joining Endeavor, huh?
What should we do about my one-for-all training, though?
Yeah.
If I were you, I'd try to bust all of them out.
Well,
This is good timing for you too, young Bakugo.
Huh?
I'd say you and Endeavor are similar in many ways. It would be worthwhile for you to see what he's really
Definitely.
No
like.
cap.
He appears to be transforming. Do your best. If you two want to be top heroes, this is a solid next step.
He's the best,
we'll
man.
do our best to learn from you, sir. It's an honor to work with the #1 hero.
Sorry about this, but I only intend to look after my son. If you want to learn, then stand back and watch.
What are your instructions?
Okay.
Just stand back.
Wow, he immediately knew there's danger?
He saw something happen.
Is it the water boys again?
The divine revelation from the universe.
Mysterio?
Whoa.
Place, citizens.
Pluto's mouth.
The hour of your
Dr. Giro!
is nigh at hand.
It's nigh at hand.
Well, then. This is crappy timing.
Oh shit.
Just reading porn like Kakashi.
Oh, is that porn?
No, I don't know.
Say what?
I was like, I didn't see that part.
Whoa.
Is that the
Old
Absorbing
man?
glass?
Yeah, they're.
He ordered us to hold back.
We can't watch him. We don't follow him. Endeavor started running before the sound of the impact.
Yeah.
It's not just a matter of being fast.
Always being on your game, bro. That's what it is.
One step ahead.
Do you think it's just like for, not for show? You think it's actually a villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's he yelling about so early?
This land will soon be devoured by darkness.
By what?
By
Darkness. He's absorbing glass.
Enlightened fallen king.
Before hiding, come forth. Show yourself, messenger of Pluto.
Messenger of Pluto. Whoa.
Flash fire fist.
Oh,
Do it, sir.
they're trying to catch.
Whoa.
What?
Oh,
Yes,
there's our boys. Oh, and Hawks. Not good.
What's this? Have yourself some followers.
I said to warn me before showing up.
Didn't have time. I was already in the area.
We were just following Star Servant's orders. We couldn't disobey
Star Servant.
The fallen king.
Sounds
Watch that man have like a prophecy of the world ending.
The fire
Shigaraki.
he gives off blinds you. He will be the demise of our world.
Shigaraki.
He's the enlightened one.
Nice to meet you, sir. I'm from UA High's Hero Course. I'm in Class 1A. My name is Izuku Midori.
Don't care, kid.
Ah, you're the kid who destroys his fingers. You may be quick, but I was still faster than you. Really?
Well, what is it you want, Hawks?
Oh,
Really?
Nothing much. Actually, I do have a question. You happen to have read this book?
What?
Meta Liberation War?
What is this about?
Shigaraki.
It's gotten really
With the
popular
bullets.
recently. It was written a while back, but it has predictions about the future that seem pretty relevant today. I highlighted some parts if you don't have time to plow through the whole thing. I suggest you read those. The leader of the Meta Liberation Army was named Destro. What he wanted
That was
a
the guy they were
society
talking about a
upheld by
couple
personal responsibility.
like several weeks ago.
Trendy idea lately. Sorry to beat around the bush here, man.
And your point
Trying to
is...
let him know.
If that comes to fruition, we'll have too much time on our hands. I'm probably being watched, so I can only tell you like this. Please,
Speaking in code.
understand my message, number one. I just want to take it easy and have some fun. Our hands.
Midoriya probably got it.
Why do I feel as though something's not right?
Dense.
That look on his face. What does it mean?
Read the f***ing book, man.
Make sure you read through it, okay?
A book that Hawks is pushing? I should check it out too.
Yeah.
Maybe the secret to his speed is hidden inside.
We trust you, Deku.
Here you go. I brought extras just
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this kid's smart.
It's the age of the number 2 pro. One, speak. The power to predict what's coming helps you get it.
He's trying to spread the word.
That's right. I've been recommending it to heroes across the country. You watch. By the time I'm through,
He's
there
trying to
will
let
be
everybody
fun
know before
Yeah.
it happens.
biology. You should at least look over the highlighted lines. Read them closely.
Okay, that's a bit
I
sus. I
recommend
feel
the
like
second
it's worrisome if anyone listens. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
He may seem super carefree, but I guess he's actually socially conscious. And only 22
Go to
years
the
old.
office, read the lines now.
That guy's annoying.
Yes, he is.
Come on, Endeavor, you're not that dense. I know you can figure it out.
Welcome to the Endeavor Agency.
Yeah, I think all four of them are capable enough to.
There's the chick from the thumbnail of the previous episode.
Burning!
Man, people at Funimation just don't know what
Burning.
they're doing, man.
This is a gigantic operation.
Oh, wow.
More than
This is the
35
Endeavor
years.
Agency?
Yeah.
In other words, you're gonna have
That's the thumbnail.
to shine here. Sorry.
You don't say. So we'll just have to beat the pros at their own game.
You can try.
Damn, I thought he was gonna be infatuated with her. Ugh.
He's not infatuated by anything.
Yeah, he doesn't give a
Anyone.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Area 37.
Hunter Hunter?
I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh.
Little spike hair.
Gone
So much
freaks.
going on.
Any given day.
Mummy
Why
man.
are we just standing around here when we could be working?
That's right,
Still
let's
kicked off
get
that
to
damn
it.
bird rushed in and stole my thunder.
Wait, are you talking about Hawks?
Yeah, that damn bird.
You said there were over 100 requests, right? Send us out somewhere!
Bakugo's annoyed. He wanted Endeavor to already have good impressions of him.
It makes no sense.
Ah, shit.
Why did he sound so different?
Upheld by personal responsibility. Trendy idea lately.
It's like he was completely negating everything from before.
Get Midoriya in there.
Why the change?
You should at least look over the highlighted lines. Read them closely.
Wait, so somebody wrote
Recommend the second part.
a hero wrote the book that has future knowledge? Or a
It
villain?
didn't
Or somebody.
even sound like him. There's something he can't say, so he's trying to get information across another way.
Man, he's putting in the hours, freaking Hawks.
The second part.
Translate it
Oh,
for
I know
me.
what that means.
Translate it for me, please. Oh, I'm so annoyed. I hope we get to know what this means.
Drink beer. That's what it means.
Is there supposed to be translations?
Probably not.
That's it. The second word from each highlighted part.
The enemy is
They're connected.
liberation. Gigantomatsu?
Yeah, I was
Or
just
no?
about to say, we're out of the
Show the
country.
commission is with a number of heroes secretly joining the Liberation Front. The commission won't want anything off the
Okay, so that's why that dude's there.
And
That's
sure
kind of
as
wild.
hell,
What would be
not
their
too many
whole
ways
hope?
they can communicate right now.
Man,
The enemy is the Liberation Army. They number over 100,000.
Oh my god.
In 4 months,
4 months is all we have. Shit.
In 4 months, we need to be prepared. Because that's when they strike.
All right, is 4 months in this season?
Hopefully.
Oh,
New
God,
outro, new
that
outro.
fast?
Oh boy.
Little Endeavor doll.
You know something's going down this season.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be so awesome.
No, I mean like bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
With how this is. First episode of the new arc.
Yes.
Already better than
Yes.
most the first half entirely.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, other than like the Dobby episode.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, like, yeah. We're and the Black Whip. I mean, we're
What?
Did you hear his words?
what? No.
Almost better than most of the show entirely.
Did I say
No,
entirely?
yes,
Most
you
of
did.
The first half entirely.
I
is
thought
what
you said
meant.
the first half.
But no, even the slow pacing in this episode didn't matter because the intrigue is already so much better than
Yeah.
And I think, and this will be my last talk of the first half for why this is already better. Is I think it's because you know with the first half that it's going to be a single type of thing. Like each week you're going to be tuning in for a fight. Where this, it's like now that we're back to just storytelling in general, you don't know what's going to be the very next scene.
Yeah.
So, and it's exciting to return to that because we have so many things. Like we were just talking about the trader arc that like got forgot about. Like there's that, but there's already like 4 other arcs that we need to get. Maybe not arcs, but like plot points that we have to jump into. So it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just nice to know, like, what we're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that there's going to be something big coming. And the fact that, like, I was kind of worried, like, that Hawks was going to play this, like, super, super long game. That it was just going to be, like, not like, just more so as, like, a viewer just being on edge. Like, oh, shoot, like, are they going to find him out? Blah, blah, but he's already, like, taking risk, like, yo, something big's happening. Like, it's not like we're going to wait till, like, the fight and then Hawk's going to be like, I'm actually a good guy, even though I'm actually a bad guy. You know, I'm actually a bad guy, even though I'm actually good. You know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't have to wait that long for
He's
it.
trying to get.
I'm a double agent!
He's trying to get the word out.
Triple.
Triple!
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm excited. Even the slow pacing this episode, it still perfectly fits well.
I think the slow pacing was only to like help establish what we're jumping into.
Yeah.
Like where our characters are gonna be. What was the first scene? It was the 9 days prior, so we have a little context now for the missing paper of, or I guess the paper.
Best Jeanist.
Yeah,
Yes.
Best Jeanist going missing. So,
Did
what
he
do you think?
kill him?
Do you think dead? Do you think captured? He had to prove a point to the villain agency that he was completely on board with them.
Maybe.
I feel like you don't capture a person to prove a point. I feel like you
Kill him.
Kill him?
to show.
Damn.
Did he do it in a way? Was he bugged that early on, or could he have filled him in on the role and say, "I need you to die" or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, we didn't see what happened, so
Yeah.
we're supposed to be left to
Assume.
assume what we think might happen. I'm sure eventually it's going to turn out that they found a way to make a fake body,
Right.
and they brought it. You know what I mean? But still, like, I kind of feel like the only way it would have worked is if he actually killed him. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to go off that he killed him.
That is so cruddy, considering he's like the guy who's like been in purgatory of is he alive, is he dead?
Yeah.
Like, did he recover? Because we literally haven't seen him for a full like season plus.
He said he lost a lung.
Yeah. Man survived, was living off of one half of himself.
I'm gonna say they faked his death, just because we had that scene not too long ago of Bakugo having to go back to his agency so he can tell Best Jeanist his name that he came up with.
It could be something that goes to his gravestone and is like, tell him about my name, man.
Yeah.
First time. See, like, that's the thing that I could see, like, making this horrible is, like, let's just, like, role play down the line and say, like, Hawks joins the bad guys, you know, and Bakugo finds out that he's the one that killed Best Jeanist. Like, he finds out he killed Best Jeanist.
Shit.
He's the one that finds... Yeah, and that's the one real thing that Bakugo gets emotional about and, like, just straight up kills. Or goes to kill Hawks.
I think Hawks is not surviving this, just to add that.
I was feeling that too, because the outro.
Yeah.
I felt like the outro was like... We have so many characters in this show, but it specifically was focusing on Hawks, which... I mean, yeah, he's a new main character now, but he's also relatively new to the show entirely. Mm-hmm. So them putting him there, either makes it. Well, I mean, Endeavor was there too, and our big three were there, but there was also like a hidden focus,
Heavily focused on Fox.
And they did it. They did it in a way where like you saw the bird, like the hawk itself, the feathers, that him picking up his childhood hero. They did it in a way to make it be like it's not about Hawks; it's secretly about Hawks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going on it based off of that and the fact that he gave that encoded message while he's also being watched.
Like, you think he's gonna
It's
get
a
found out
huge
too early?
risk, yeah.
Do you think he's gonna be like not really a successful infiltrator? Like, just not gonna really work well? Like, all his sins will be in vain. His means to an end won't be justified because he'll like die before it's.
Maybe it'll be like a standoff. Our heroes and Hawks is gonna be with the bad guys, but then he's gonna die trying to fight the bad guys.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how it's gonna go.
He's pretty smart.
I think Best Jeanist is dead. I think what they're gonna do is like. The reason I say that is because like we picked up that it's 9 days prior. Like, it was during that day where the apocalypse, like small apocalypse, happens with Shigaraki. I shouldn't say apocalypse because it's not really an apocalypse, but like the devastation occurs. We didn't see that part, but this is also, I'm assuming, the same time where he takes the sword out against Best Jeanist. So maybe like we'll see more of that play out. Like, I didn't think he was dead now because they cut it away, and I feel like that's a ripoff. But if they go back to that and like explain that scene a bit more and show the devastation, maybe it'll make sense.
But also, didn't that villain say that he has tracking devices in every single one of his feathers?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
we
yeah,
didn't see a face.
No way. Yeah, we did not.
Yeah, I think that he was just saying that A, he was the one that's spying, but B, also, like, Hawks is being useful to, like, locate all the heroes and do whatever. Because who knows? I mean, they might try and stage some type of attack, like
a coup or something.
Order 66 style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where
the heroes who become
turn
bad guys.
Yeah.
Well, just the bad guys in general.
Yeah.
There's some heroes that are bad guys there, but then just, like, the actual bad guys. I mean, they are bad. All of them are bad except for Hawks.
I wonder how much... Okay, and this is just, like, minuscule. What does it take for them to trust heroes coming over as easily as it is the Crimson Chin guy? Because 100,000 people...
That's a lot.
How do you ever trust that many in secret? Like, there's sometimes that it's things that are, like, a little bit unbelievable to me. Like, how can you have such a big conspiracy without it getting like leaked out at this point? Like surely, like the effort that Hawks is going through just to get in the know, and then it's like there's 100,000 people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we led to believe that these are like the acolytes that have been in hiding for hundreds of years, whenever the first uprising was, and they've just been secretly out there?
If they're crazy enough, they might be able to
Yeah.
hold it down. You know what I mean? Like
I
a
mean-
normal person like you and me might spill the beans, being like, we're out to lunch with each other, and just like,
Hail
yeah,
Hydra.
man, Hail Hydra, and then you're just like, what? And he's like, oh shoot, never mind.
You have to die now.
Or is it, maybe it's like something really brazen, like All For One had a immortality ability that he just was able to multiply to everyone. Just have a whole coup of, a whole army out there hidden in the world who's just been like, Hail Hydra all across the globe.
With the 9 days previously,
Yeah.
do you guys think our class was there? Not our class. Our 3 were there.
No.
I don't think so either. Just
I think
the way
we know they're not there.
I think just by the way Deku was talking about it in the previous episode.
Yeah.
You mean not Kamino?
At the
but
devastation,
ending.
Dika,
Something like that.
something like that.
I don't think our big 3 were there.
No,
they
they
were
weren't.
reading on the news as if they didn't know about it. At the same time, Bakugo was reading about the missing report of Best Jeanist. We just didn't know the two were connected.
Also, that made me think of another comment said all the city names are Star Wars references, but I don't believe they said Hosu is supposed to be Hoth.
Oh, it could be like a Japanese translation. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be
I
like...
mean, that one city was a name that I've literally never heard of in Star Wars, unless it's just like a...
Well, if it's supposed to be like Hosu type of thing, and it's like a Japanese
That's what I'm saying.
translation,
Yeah, it could be.
Translation.
maybe Dagobah. Oh no, there's already a Dagobah. Isn't
Yeah, there is a
Dagobah
Dagobah
Beach.
Dagobah City, I thought.
Yeah, and then there's Kamino. Maybe it's like Tatooine or something like that. Some small thing.
Yeah.
If he's a big Star Wars fan, I wouldn't doubt he chose like a random name that most people
Yeah.
don't know about. It could be one of those.
Sorry to go off track.
No, I mean it's part of the show. And the guy is a big fan of Star Wars.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about like what that 9-day event is.
Okay.
I do think
asked, they weren't there.
no, I don't think they were there, but I do think we will get more context on that. Considering our main villain looks like he got an upgrade.
I would also say I don't think any heroes were there either. Just the way they were talking about it.
That could have been just casualties. Like I mean,
Just out of the blue,
People with powers,
Shigaraki
but, yeah.
just fucked shit up.
I've been saying like, and I pretty much believe this at this point, just because the new intro too, with him like raising his hands and the world lifting up around him. Do you think he got new abilities?
Absolutely.
I would have to imagine.
Yeah.
And if that's true, do you think it's the vials? You guys are talking about the vials. Do you think the
No.
vials can really do that?
Didn't they cut off Overhaul's arms, right?
They did.
What if they
would've-
did
No,
some-
one got destroyed away, and then the other, what's the magician dude?
He took
Compress.
He took it. Compress has like a little.
What if they did something with that?
He could have.
Somehow like
hell of a
took
power to
like
steal.
Overhaul's nerves out of his hand and put it in Shigaraki.
That's a very hard power. Like that's a crazy power.
It
To,
is
like,
insane.
that's a great upgrade.
I mean, that's
something
like a perfect compliment to what Shigaraki can do.
Yeah.
it needs to.
Yeah.
We've been saying he has no
Long range.
distance. He can't
Yeah.
do it. That's like the sucky thing. Like I've always loved him a lot in the show, but like he has no real use unless he's up close. Which is just like I feel like you're dead at that point. Once All Might gets that close to you, one punch and you're in 1,000 pieces over there and over there.
And I mean, granted, we haven't really seen Shigaraki in too many fights.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
But it's not. So we don't even know how good he is at combat, but we know that it's like with Overhaul, it was like as soon as you make contact with him, his palms,
You're
you know,
done.
his fingertips, you're done.
And that was pretty close to like Shigaraki too. Like when
Yeah, we
the
talked
Overhaul
about
group like came and touched him. I mean, he barely touched the guy and he crackled pretty quick.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because why wouldn't he have done that to?
Oh, are you talking about Magna?
No,
No, he
Overhaul
did to
killed
one
Magna.
Overhaul.
He erased one of the cronies.
Yeah,
of
one of the
Overhaul's.
Yakuza.
The Yakuza.
Oh,
Shigaraki.
okay.
And
Oh,
said-
yeah, he
and
did.
He says, "Remember, you struck first.
Yeah.
So don't be upset at me about Magna." But all right, another little maybe hint to say that Eraser might be bad. Why did he not just erase Eraser when he touched his elbow? Why not just kill him all right there unless his power wasn't like fully honed when they fought in the first season?
Eraser could have been looking at him and turned off his quirk.
He could have. I just remember like his arm was like only half deteriorated.
Mhm.
So it could be that. It could be that his power wasn't like fully there yet either.
Yeah.
Or he's a spy. and he couldn't kill his man.
Also, he has to blink. Remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't his head also crushed into the ground? Or was that after?
It's been so long, I can't remember.
I think the Nomu attacked him first, and then they were like taunting him. I also don't remember.
He did stop Shigaraki from touching somebody.
Midoriya. Yeah, no. It might have been Midoriya. It could have also been Floppy. I remember two of them were both in danger. Is it Floppy or Froppy? Froppy. The three have met Endeavor. He's not completely happy that the two other kids are here, but I feel like he'll warm up to them eventually.
He will.
Once he gets to the thick of it, he's gonna realize he's gonna need like their wits. He's gonna realize they're more clever than most of the people that are at his agency.
Not even just clever; they're just
powerful.
They're just capable. I mean, they're not gonna be.
He's gonna realize his son is the least mentally capable of the three.
Oh yeah, I mean his son is leagues and bounds behind those two.
Yeah. Maybe not power, but like definitely like
I think
mental
overall,
prowess.
I think overall though, I mean,
yeah, his mental gets in the way of his powers too.
If Deku didn't have the Black Whip problem, I think he's surpassed Shoto. Like in every category. Yeah, Shoto can throw up a giant iceberg, and Shoto now can throw fire, and he's working on making a little fire.
Yeah, Black Whip might be able to crack right through the ice. We don't know how that works. It was cutting through metal, so I have to assume it can cut through ice as well. Or people.
I'm trying to think like what Endeavor could teach him to like master the Black Whip or something.
I think that's where Bakugo's going to play a vital role. I think Bakugo's going to learn the most from Endeavor.
Okay.
But I also think Bakugo will be that role for Deku.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I think because All Might's not going to be there to help him like have any words of encouragement, Bakugo's going to fill that void.
Yeah.
I'm also. How do you feel if Endeavor was to learn about All for One?
You said it'd be dangerous.
I said it would be dangerous only because like he's becoming a good guy now, but like there was a time and place where he would do anything it took to save the world. I wonder, would it be a good thing for him to know that you can have everything at your disposal from eating hair?
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I don't know like what. I feel like he's in a better place now. I feel like he would probably understand that this is like something that needs to be kept a secret for the good side. Because I feel like now, especially now that Endeavor is number one, it seems like he's like come to the realization of like, oh, I'm like the hero. Like I'm not just a hero. I'm not like a celebrity, a superstar. Even though he didn't behave that way, he behaved more like competitively. But now he realizes like, yo, I'm like.
Quit the kid shit.
I'm the world's last defense against like annihilation, dictatorship, whatever. You know, whatever you want to think of it as. Like, he's the last line defense. It's not All Might anymore. So he has to be a little better. So I don't think it's a bad thing if he learns. I don't think Deku should tell him because I think we're getting to the place. Granted, we know a lot of people know about All Might's. Not a lot of people, but some people know about All Might's situation. But like. I mean, All Might didn't let a lot of people know he was skinny.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like
maybe the president isn't a bad guy because the president knows about that. I think takes him off the table of possible options because it's him, it's the nurse, it's his buddy at the cop station. I think.
Yes.
They alluded to it being some like a human looking person, but it could have also been Night Eye. So I don't know if the cop knows, but. One of those two, no.
Gran Torino knows.
Gran Torino.
When you were saying that they keep it secret for the good guys, all for One already knows that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the rest of the bad guys don't know it. I mean, All for One... All for One...
Yeah, when he was charging at All Might, he said Izuku Midoriya is the child you passed All for One on to, isn't it? In Season 3.
Yeah, but I think, like... I think it doesn't even matter to All for One.
It's just because he's a god complex. He doesn't worry about the possibility of another god because he's so high and mighty.
Yeah, but like it would be bad news if Shigaraki found out.
That's what I'm saying. Deku better cut his hair
because he
better go buzz cut.
Yeah,
like all it takes is he grab this thing.
All Might so much.
Oh wait, doesn't it have to be? You have to willingly pass it. It can't be like an accidental.
I'm 99% sure you have to be like, you take my power.
Okay,
that's
pretty sure that's
I was wondering today why didn't he give it to Bakugo too, or Mirio?
Bakugo or Mirio. Well, now it won't work with Mirio, right? It won't.
You don't know. supposedly doesn't have a quirk.
It can, maybe. Yeah, well...
Dude, oh my god, sorry. If Mirio had...
What?
He should have chose Mirio.
I agree. He should have chose Mirio.
He should have.
He should have chose Mirio.
But he met Deku first.
He said that too. That was the whole point. Is that Mirio was supposed to be the one that All Might was going to give it to. Like, he would have given it. I think they said that in last season, that it was... there was a strong chance it would have gone to him.
Yeah.
He just happened to run into the kid first.
How broken. I mean, no one would win. No one would win. This show would be kind of boring because no one would win.
It's because he had no quirk, just like All Might.
I know, but it's so dumb. Could you imagine Mirio going, like, phasing through shit, and then as soon as he pops out, just like, United States Smash! Bam!
Yeah.
Just destroys.
So sick.
Ugh.
Well, maybe... I mean, you can have multiple people with it. Like, that might be what it comes to when you're dealing with 100,000 people. It might get to the point where they have to pass it on to Shoto, Bakugo, and Mirio, and you have multiple people with it, and do what you can to fight the hordes.
Like, I still think about those two people that are faded in the vestiges.
That
what
we
if
haven't
they're
talked
like,
about.
yeah? What if they're like still alive and they both have the quirk?
Well, I have no idea. I literally have nothing to go off of when it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah. Hold on. What else happened this episode though? We got
the Liberation Army.
Well, I didn't think the guy was cool in the moment, but just like now knowing the theme of this episode, the wizard guy, he's like the prophesied fallen hero. Like, he's speaking the truth and no one believes him.
Yeah.
We have to prepare for the end times.
Yeah.
Kind of guy. Doomsday prepper. What was his goal? Was he like trying to scare the world?
He wanted to like destroy the world before it happens, I think.
I need to be the one to do it. No.
That's what it sounded like he was going for.
He said something like...
What was that glass... something about Pluto, too.
He was trying to, like, whoever was going to bring out the end of the world, like, show yourself, and then Endeavor hit it. And he was like, you will all be blinded by his flaming light and led astray!
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if we're actually supposed to read into that as, like, legit, or if it's just supposed to be, like, a meme.
He's read the book already. He has read all the chapters. He wrote...
Because those people in the office were like, hey, he's acting differently than he normally does, I'm pretty sure they said.
Who wrote the book, by the way? Do we know?
That Des dude or whatever.
Destro? Was he the one to write it?
Destro? I thought his idea.
They mentioned Destro. I don't know if it was last season or if it was this.
That name.
They mentioned it at some point in the show. They mentioned like famous villains or heroes. I thought it was back during season 3, part 2 with All Might versus One for All. Like, they talked about the great heroes of the ancient times.
They did, yeah. They did that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it's been a minute.
Oh, you talking about when he's talking about like how grand you stood on top of our sacrifices? That part.
It's been a minute.
His fallen brothers.
Maybe.
Or fallen brethren.
So the villain wrote the
book. The book has nothing. There's nothing important about the book. It's just the message.
Okay.
I mean, he could have pulled out the dictionary and been like, read the highlight things. Pretty cool.
Then I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy.
No, yeah, me too. I thought that was a key thing.
I don't think it's...
Or was it like a theory?
No, it was the whole... like,
he was using the book, and it happened to help him convey the message.
Like, if you wanted to tell somebody that, like...
I need help.
If you wanted to tell somebody, like... Hey, Adam, I'm trying to tell you that Sam is going to betray you. Hey, man, read this book about Judas and read all the highlighted lines. Like, that's it. Like, you just picked a book that was, like...
Here's the theme of the conversation I'm trying to have with you. Here's the notes about the theme I'm talking about.
Yeah. Here you go. Like, here's the story. Sense. Read the highlighted part, please. It'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I got lost. I just thought the book was important, but that makes sense.
No, I think it's just that.
Now that he's put it together, Endeavor, what do you think he's going to do about that?
I would assume that he's going to, through his agency, try and make a plan. You know, just keep it in-house to, like, try and figure it out.
Yep. Oh, man, even then, who do you trust if he said there's heroes joining and there's 100,000?
I guess that's where it comes down to, like, discernment.
Yeah.
The big three.
Yeah, I mean, like, but still, like, if there's 100,000, I mean, Endeavor's great and all, but...
He's not
Endeavor and our 3 little stooges are not going to take down 100,000 people.
No.
Not at this point in their lives. So,
Nor are they the best at figuring out who is trustworthy or not.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna go about it. Only because there's at this point when they do something like, oh yeah, there's a whole percentage of the world that is gonna be against you. I don't know how you go about figuring out who you can confide anything in to combat that.
What I was gonna say was I feel like he's probably gonna try and confirm what Hawks is saying, and Hawks is gonna be like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, because he's being watched like 24/7, so he can't say anything. And Endeavor's going to possibly blow his cover, or it's going to make it more confusing for Endeavor, because he's going to be like, wait, was he just playing a trick on me? Is this just a prank? You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to know what to do.
Yeah.
So, hopefully he does some, like, phone a friend, call All Might, and be like, yo... Something's up. You know what I mean? Like,
let timestamp.
Like, honestly, I feel like that would be a pretty good. The whole traitor thing at the school though is a little iffy because we don't know who to trust. But like, figure out with the Endeavor Agency, send it back to All Might in the school and be like, yo, like y'all vet. Like while we're doing the work, you guys vet through who you think is a good hero or a bad hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do some Gran Torino detective work.
Crap. Well, now it sucks because we have a Hawks of sorts for the enemy team here. You know what I mean? Like, Hawks is our infiltrator,
and there's
but
another one.
Who is the one for the enemy team?
I'm trying to think of heroes we haven't seen in a while.
Well, that's where it can suck, though.
Kamui Woods, the wood guy we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
There's the big muscular dude that hung out with Mount Lady. We haven't seen him, and...
It still has to be somebody who knows about the camp.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But that's where it's going to be cruddy, and that's where things can go bad. Because, we have our infiltrator, but how well can it work when we have somebody also playing against us to get all the info?
It was Coda.
Coda, the one who doesn't talk. Penis head.
No.
That is... Oh, Coda's the kid?
Yeah.
There's 2 people named Coda.
It's dumb.
I don't know why they did that.
I hate that you called him Penis Head.
Shriveled, rocky, and gross.
Oh, God. You said Shigaraki a little bit.
Shigaraki.
Shivel Rocky.
I have no idea. Like, I'm really clueless when it comes to the traitor. Do you have any more thoughts on, like, who you think it could be?
No clue.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just... I feel like we've had this conversation like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even think this.
Yeah, it's fruitless. It's fruitless.
But they need to vet, because now if there's 100,000 people, and we already know 2 heroes have joined the bad guy side. It's like we don't know how many more are joining and falling in. I mean, hell, it could even be someone like what's his name? Snipe McCree. I don't remember the cowboy.
Yeah.
I mean, like he could just like sneak. I don't like how these guys are behaving. We need to do, because remember, it's like a part of a whole like anti-establishment movement.
Right.
I mean, like we're talking like people that are like, the way this world is horrible now. You know what I mean? Anyone has a crazy ideology like that.
You asked during the episode why heroes are doing it.
I guess it's just anti-establishment, really. Yeah. I guess they don't like heroes that get paid. Pretty much. I mean, I'm trying to think. I was thinking,
what if it was the heroes that got rejected?
Well, Stain just didn't like the vanity of heroes.
Yeah.
But that, I don't know if how many people align themselves with that. But that's the thing, too. Like, Shigaraki and All For One, that wasn't their ideology. They just are doing it simply because they don't like life or whatever.
Yeah,
they just enjoy screwing things up. They just like to see the world burn and see how people react to it.
I'm thinking, like, wasn't the stupid YouTuber villain.
Mm-hmm. What about
Wasn't
him?
he going to be a hero, but they didn't accept him? So he just became a villain.
Yeah.
It's got to be something like that.
He did it for fame, though. Like, he did it because he just wanted to be recognized. He wanted to be someone.
Still.
I mean, yeah, that could be a reason. Everybody could have their own reasons for why they're joining. It doesn't have to be one specific thing. But I guess we'll learn about that, because the intro showed, like, a bunch of figures we've never seen. And I'm assuming one of those was the one who was, like, in that black attire.
hacker-looking guy.
Yeah, the hacker-looking guy. It's a good way to put it. That's all.
I wonder if the broker's involved. We haven't seen the broker in a long time.
Who's the broker?
He's the guy with gold teeth who funds the League of Villains.
Oh, I just think he's just like the shady guy who helps get them.
He has no power.
Get them the stuff.
He's just got the money and the connections.
He's the one who just helps them find new people to intro into the show.
He brought Dabi and Toga.
Yep, that is true.
I was gonna say how Endeavor could help Deku at all. He can manifest that fucking spear with his lava. What if he can somehow help Midoriya manifest Black Whip and he holds it?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope that Endeavor has more than just watch me kind of teaching style.
Just stay back and watch me.
Just watch what I can do. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a like on this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below about what you thought of the new intro to this arc and outro and the content you got itself. For the time being, we will punch it. See ya. Plus Ultra!
Bow!